think I found me a new favorite color because it's gonna be orange all week. Yeah, we talking heavy this month, so get ready. What's up, guys? Welcome to the club where everybody's welcome and anybody can join. If you are new, welcome, and if you've been here, thank you for coming back. You already know what to do. Make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and be sure to turn on the bell so that you get notifications whenever I post a new video. Let's get into this video. So this video will be a wild card video, kind of, for the month, because this particular video will be specifically dedicated to mental health during quarantine and COVID-19. The rest of the videos for the month, unless you guys request otherwise, will be about mental health in general. So I wouldn't feel right if I didn't state the obvious. I think that every person on planet Earth deals with mental health issues on some level, whether that be anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, panic attacks, or personality disorders, or a whole slew of other mental health issues. Some people ignore them, some people address them, and some are completely unaware that they're there. Now, I have to say, yes, I am currently in the process of becoming a clinical mental health counselor, but I am not yet. So I cannot diagnose or treat anyone. However, I'm more than willing to give my advice and tips on how I keep my sanity every day, and particularly during this craziness of 2020. COVID-19 shook all of our worlds. It completely disrupted and halted any type of gatherings or plans that we may have had. The grand entrance of COVID-19 handed out a big old plate of worry and anxiety across the United States and the world. Here are a few tips that have helped me maintain my mental health as well as pull myself up when I got low. Now, this first one is pretty simple to do physically, but it can be incredibly challenging to push yourself to do it mentally. However, it can make the world a difference. If you're feeling low, do one thing: get up. This is literally the hardest thing to do when you feel down and you feel empty, but you've got to get up or you will stay down. Now, this will require some pushing and force on your end. You might have to even talk to yourself, which I actually recommend, low-key. As a good friend of mine says, we all talk to ourselves. It's the ones that don't that I'm concerned about. Tell yourself to get up. Say it out loud if you have to. That'll help, because then you can hear yourself tell yourself to get up. It's easy to stay where you are. You know it doesn't feel good, but it's familiar and comfortable, but it's not where you're intended to be. So get up, boo. Now, 9 times out of 10, you don't want to be around people anyway, which is perfect. So take it easy the first day. Walk around your home, your community, your neighborhood, a local park, and be sure to get somewhere that you have access to plenty of vitamin D. Vitamin D helps fight disease as well as fight depression. Sometimes, if you can't bring yourself to get out of your house or get out of your room, sit in front of that window and soak up that sun. There are so many types of self-care, and they are all important. But today, I'm talking about your mental self-care. It's like they tell you when you've had an awful breakup with a significant other, having a moment to take in the breakup, eat all the ice cream, and look like a complete and total hot mess is needed and important, but don't tarry. Meaning that you probably shouldn't be watching all the romantic movies or listening to breakup songs. You want to be sure that you're filling your mind with things that are positive, that are supporting, and that are going to uplift you, and that are going to move you towards better and greater. Now, I'm not advocating that this quote-unquote breakup or whatever you're going through didn't happen. I'm saying that you choose to take a different route instead of being sucked into the negativity and the mental Rolodex. Now, the mental Rolodex is what I like to call the tape that plays in our minds when we're going through. Not only does the thing that we're currently going through circulate through our minds, but the longer we sit in it, the more we're waving a huge house party sign to all the other things that we consider wrong in our lives. From there, it's really a downward cycle, and I have fallen into this cycle more times than I want to admit, and I must admit that it always seems to happen so fast. However, If you're armed with the proper tools necessary to identify the mental Rolodex, you can avoid the negativity and the downward cycle. So, with all of that being said, since we are in quarantine and practicing social distancing, now is the perfect time to double up on your mental self-care days. Use these days to read new books, learn new things, watch new videos, and open your mind to what is to come. Think about where you'd rather be and how you can get there. Write down a list of things you like to do to strengthen your mind. Your mind is a muscle, so the more that you work it, the stronger it gets. This is precisely how some people can get depressed after a breakup and get stuck there for the rest of their lives, while others can get diagnosed with deadly diseases, find a way to push through and live their best lives. It's the mind game. This might be controversial, but guess what? My channel. I say what I want. I've always wanted to say that. No, but I am truly a believer that you never really know who you are. We know who we are at this stage of our lives, and some of us don't know that. That also is a completely and total separate video. You are ever changing and evolving and hopefully growing, and there's always something new to learn about yourself. It's like the couple who's been married for 80 years and they always ask, how did you stay married so long? And the man or the woman always says, I just kept dating her. I'm always learning something new about her. I'm always dating her. That's how you should be with yourself. So while you have this time alone, take advantage of it. Find out your new interests, new hobbies, new passions that you might have. For me, one of the passions that I found was self-care, particularly in terms of your physical self-care, in terms of your skin and how you see yourself in the mirror. And so when I created Heaven Made Beauty and launched it and started getting all the things ready for that, it was only during this time alone that I was able to do that. I also found out that during quarantine, I thoroughly enjoy editing photos and videos. I'm still learning, clearly, but it allows me to feel like I'm touching something and putting my hands on something and making it better. It allows me to make a change and leave something better than I found it, which makes me feel happy. And makes me more eager to put more into my passions and my purpose. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, encourage somebody down in the comments. Also, don't forget to give this video 2 big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell so that you get notifications whenever I post a new video. I'll see y'all Friday. Love y'all. Keep your head up. Peace.